This is a presentation of a budget analysis for the fiscal year 2018 through 2019 for the city of Glendale, California. The budget analysis will cover a brief history of the city as well as what type of government structure. It will include the city's various industries and economy, what budget type they're using with a summary, the city's goals, the city's revenues and expenditures, and lastly, a specific department detailed analysis. Glendale started as a large rancho owned by the Verdugo family, encompassing most of present-day Glendale, Burbank, and Eagle Rock. In 1887, 6 people contributed land to create the original 150-acre township named Glendale. The city was incorporated on February 6, 1906. The city is today divided into 34 neighborhoods, which are delineated by streets, washes, and mountain ridges. Glendale is a shopping destination with its prominent shopping centers, the Americana and the Glendale Galleria. Annually, the city celebrates its heritage and history with the Days of Verdugo Parade and subsequent carnival. The population of the city of Glendale is a little over 200,000 people. It is 71% white. Glendale has historically been predominantly white. However, the population is now 50% foreign-born and nearly 70% are non-English speakers. The median age of Glendale residents is 41 years of age, and the median household income is $52,574. There are 75,420 housing units in Glendale, and the median housing value is $619,200 as of the 2015 estimate. Glendale encompasses an area of 30.6 square miles. It is the 4th largest city in Los Angeles County and is minutes from downtown Los Angeles, Pasadena, Burbank, Hollywood, and Universal City. It is located in the center of 4 major freeways, including the I-5 Golden State Freeway, the State Route 2 Glendale Freeway, the State Route 134 Ventura Freeway, and the 210 Foothill Freeway. Glendale is a charter city and is governed by a city council, city manager form of government. There are 5 council members that are elected at large and serve a 4-year term. Elections take place on the first Tuesday in April during odd-numbered years. Each year, the council selects 1 member to serve as mayor. The mayor presides at council meetings and has ceremonial duties as well as regular council duties. Other elected officials are the city clerk and the city treasurer. The city manager and the city attorney are appointed by the city council. Glendale is unique in that it is a full-service city which includes a water and electrical department. The total adopted budget for the city is fiscal year 2018 through 19 is $887.3 million and includes city funds, departments, and programs. The general fund's total budget is $227.8 million, from which the city pays for services like fire and police service, libraries, parks, public works, and administration. The city is one of Southern California's leading office markets and has over 6 million square feet in office space. The city is home to such recognized firms as Walt Disney Imagineering, IHOP Applebee's, DreamWorks, LegalZoom, and Public Storage. There are challenges to the city's economic future with the possible loss of the general fund transfer from Glendale Water and Power, the increase in CalPERS rates, which is leading to high pension costs. Another concern is the general fund is heavily reliant on sales tax generated from the automobile sales, though on a slight incline, is subject to market fluctuation. As a remedy, the City Council is seeking to attract upscale hotels that would generate considerable occupancy tax revenue, thereby boosting their economy. The city's budget is a presentational performance budget that contains performance data that reflects past performance and suggests future performance. Performance budgeting is utilized to achieve efficiency and effectiveness within the city. Here we see the budget guide that was included in the 627-page fiscal year 2018-19 budget. It explains the organization of the budget document, along with the budget and financial policies for the city. The sections I will be covering include the budget message, which formally presents the budget to the City Council and outlines the total budgeted appropriations and the city's strategic goals. It also covers the challenges facing the city as well as the general economic outlook. I utilized graphs from the Resources and Appropriations section of the budget as it contains information about major resources and appropriations used to prepare the budget. The Strategic Goals section includes information about the city's accomplishments over the past year in relation to long-term goals, with key performance indicators providing the vehicle to measure progress as they are the outputs and measure for what the departments are doing and how well they're doing it, as well as detailing their plans for the future. The Budget Summaries section includes various schedules and reports that provide the financial plan adopted by the City Council. And last, the Department Budget section provides the mission and description of each department within the city. It highlights the programs and services as they relate to the city's strategic goals, and it contains the operating budget, capital improvement projects, and staffing information in this section for each division and/or program within that department. The challenges that face the city are the slow economic recovery of the Southland from the Great Recession, the legal issues associated with the long-standing and charter-mandated general fund transfer from Glendale Water and Power, escalating pension rates and low investment returns for CalPERS, and the state's imprudent efforts to address its budget deficit by claiming for itself billions of dollars in repayments owed to cities by their own redevelopment agencies. To address these economic downturns, the city dramatically reduced the size of its salaried workforce without affecting the level of service by 400 employees from 2008-2009 fiscal year to 2014 through 2015 fiscal year. In some cases, they had contracted out services, utilized hourly employees, and have leveraged technology to restructure department workflows. Planned improvements by the city include major Glendale water and power projects in power transmission and water distribution, permanent and supportive housing projects for homeless residents in need of services by the Community Services and Parks Department, which is federally funded. The general fund supported the city's capital improvement plan in the amount of $10.2 million. Some of the major enhancement projects are the Artsuck Paseo and Alley, the renovation of Fremont Park, and the master design of the Central Park block. The city's strategic goals section will have the detailed descriptions of the accomplished projects and the plan for projects in the future. Some departments will be represented in multiple areas depending on the type of projects. It outlines the goals in the following areas: fiscal responsibility, exceptional customer service, economic vibrancy, informed, engaged community, safe and healthy community, balanced quality housing, community services and facilities, infrastructure and mobility, arts and culture, and last, sustainability. Here we find the city's financial summaries from the city's budget showing where the money comes from and where the money goes. The largest revenue source is charge for services at $444,549,266, which is 50% of the revenue. It includes charges for electric, water, sewer, refuse collection, planning and building fees, rental of municipal facilities, and various recreational facilities. The largest source of expenditures is the Glendale Water and Power Department with a budget of $332,835,519, which is 37% of the budget, 3 times that of the police department at just 10%. The city's resources forecasted for the fiscal year 2018 through 19 reflect a conservative and consistent approach with established budget practices and financial principles. The city's general fund is the primary fund of the city and provides city services. This not only represents the cost of day-to-day work, but reflects those improvement projects the City Council has approved. Almost 60% of the city's general fund resources consist of 3 revenue sources. Property tax is 26.8%, sales tax, which is 19.5%, and utility users tax, which is 13%. Other general fund revenue sources include franchise tax, transient occupancy tax, building and permit fees, fines and forfeitures, use of money and property, and other revenues. Property taxes are the largest source of revenue for the general fund. The possible loss of the voter-approved general fund transfer from Glendale Water and Power's electoral operations looms. That is approximately $20 million per year, and the transfer has been a feature of the city's general fund revenue stream since the 1940s. The potential loss could mean more cuts to city services with the closing of libraries, parks, community centers, and contracting out of police and fire services to Los Angeles County. Positive economic indicators nationally, regionally, and locally, such as increased spending and income, steady improvements in the housing market, and reduced unemployment rates, align with the city's projected revenue growth, which averages to 9.1% across key general fund revenue sources of property and sales tax. The city's main expenditures, the general fund budget, has seen an increase of approximately $12.7 million or 5.9%. The majority of the increase is attributed to the following. Salaries and benefits. There was an increase in PERS costs, an increase for proposed adjustments in personnel costs, and an increase in workers' compensation due to an increase in safety rates. Under maintenance and operations, an increase in liability insurance, an ISD service charge, and an increase for proposed adjustments across various M&O accounts. And under transfers and capital outlay, an increase in transfers due to the low and moderate housing fund and the capital fund. Specific department detailed analysis is for the Glendale Water and Power Department. I chose the Glendale Water and Power because they represent both the largest resource and the largest expenditure for the city. I was also interested to see the money being set aside for those proposed improvement projects in power transmission and water distribution. Glendale Water and Power is headed by a general manager. He oversees 4 departments. These departments are the Administrative Division, the Electrical Division, the Power Management Division, and the Water Division. They have their own budget message to align with City Council's priorities. Some of these things include they're pioneering the use of recycled water since 1978. They have a new electric and water rate that was recently approved, setting a new structure for the next 5 years. And they want to reduce the number of preventable power outages to below 25 per year. In the city's strategic goals section, Glendale Water and Power projects are listed under both infrastructure and sustainability. Listed under accomplishments are the vault replacement program. The underground electrical system had several vaults that needed to be upgraded or repaired in a process that used to cost $450,000 and several weeks in labor, material, and equipment costs. They found a faster, less expensive, and less invasive way to replace the vaults using a state-of-the-art method. Another accomplishment is utilizing the landfill at Shoal Canyon as a renewable source of energy. And they are piloting new technology with the installation of a new battery energy storage system, which will provide more reliability to its customers and continued modernization efforts. In looking ahead, the Glendale Water and Power wants to repower Grayson Power Plant, and the proposal will maintain reliable service, keep rates affordable to Glendale ratepayers, meet current and future city energy needs, and reduce the city's reliance on imported power. The proposal of a biogas renewable generation power plant will help increase local energy production and reliability. Glendale Water and Power is also implementing a pipeline management program to systematically replace and rehabilitate the city's water mains. There are over 300 pipelines in the Glendale service area. This shows in detail those improvement projects the budget summary referred to. I started with the summary of appropriations because of the number of smaller departments that Glendale Water and Power is divided into, made it difficult at first to find the funding sources for the proposed improvement projects. Under the Electric Works Revenue Fund, the majority of the departments are listed under this fund. I didn't find anything relating to projects under that fund. I did find line items listing projects in the detail, and the funds I think the projects are listed under are the Electric Depreciation Fund, which has a line item listed as Electric Depreciation Fund projects with $12,780,938 allotted And under the Electric Customer Paid Fund, the line item Electric Customer Paid Capital GWP Projects at $2 million. Under the Waterworks Revenue Fund, there are similar line items. Under the Water Depreciation Fund, there is a line item called Water Depreciation Projects at $8,602,062. And under the Water Customer Paid Capital Fund, there is a line item called Water Customer Paid Capital GWP Projects at $1,471,000. I think one funding source represents the capital improvement projects approved by the City Council, and the other for the proposed GWP projects listed under strategic goals for infrastructure and sustainability. The next slides will show these line item budgets in detail. Here are the detailed line item budgets for the electrical projects proposed by the GWP under infrastructure and sustainability. As you can see, the majority of the budget under the Electrical Depreciation Fund and the Electric Capital Customer Paid Fund is under other improvements without any other line item detail. Perhaps they are still in the planning phase and have allocated the total amount, but not how it is actually going to be divided up. Here is the detailed line item budgets for the water projects proposed by GWP under infrastructure and sustainability. As you can see, the majority of the budget under the Water Depreciation Fund is going to construction costs and then capital outlay, which is good. However, like the electrical funding lines, it is a little more ambiguous under the Water Customer Capital Fund budget because everything is listed as other improvements, again, without any other line item detail. In conclusion, overall, the layout of the budget for the City of Glendale is clear and easy to follow. The budget guide is a great tool as it helped to break the budget down into sections and allowed me to find the information I needed rather quickly. The budget summary is helpful as it gives a brief overview of the city's budget, goals and accomplishments, and overall economic outlook. The strategic goals section was helpful because it went into detail about specific projects under both accomplishments and looking ahead to the future plans. The only drawback is that you had to search in multiple sections to find all the projects and programs that pertain to the department you are researching, as some cross over multiple disciplines. GWP projects, for example, are listed under both infrastructure and mobility and sustainability sections. The detail of the line item budgets when you get to specific department spending makes it easy to see where they are spending their money, as most line items are clear, as in training and general supplies. However, for some departments, there are line items that are unclear. For example, the word depreciation is used in both the Electric Depreciation Fund and the Water Depreciation Fund that are funding those capital improvement and infrastructure and sustainability projects. Under the Waterworks Revenue Fund, which funds the majority of the departments of GWP, I found a line item called Depreciation for the Glendale Water and Power Administration, which is typically office staff and management, and it contains $25,920,000, which is the largest line item on their budget, without explanation as to what this money is for. The one weakness I found in the budget is that overall, it's clear and concise and easy to find the information you are looking for, but when you drill down into the detailed line item budgets, there are line items that are unclear, that have large amounts of money associated with them, but no clear understanding of what the money is for and where it is actually going. This concludes my analysis of the fiscal year 2018 through 2019 budget for the City of Glendale, California.